We all have tough times, but it's good to know through our trials and tribulations that we've been made into a masterpiece.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Tony.
I'm King
And
K.
this is Down2Talk.
Yes, sir.
So thank y'all so much again for stopping by to this channel. If y'all are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you'll be notified whenever we have some new drops on this channel. So getting right into it, this week's topic, we're gonna be talking about hitting rock bottom. Some place where some of us have been, others, have yet to experience that, but for the most part, it's not the funnest place to be.
And with that being said, we got somebody to talk about it. His name is Xavier.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? So tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Xavier. I'm a sibling of 4. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. I have a 9-year-old daughter, Halen. I love to go to the gym, and I'm a commercial driver, and I own my own business, power washing, do commercial and residential areas.
Okay.
That's what's up, that's what's up. In life, we all know we have tough times. But in the midst of it, we gotta know that we've been made into a masterpiece. So Xavier, when did you realize that you hit rock bottom?
Well, actually, I realized I hit rock bottom when I went to prison. The day I signed for my time, me and my mother, we was looking at each other eye to eye, and the look on her face determined it all. It made me realize that I was there. When I put that decision on somebody else of where I was gonna be the next day, then I knew for sure I was at rock bottom.
Wow.
Do you feel like you can play a part in your own downfall, or is it something that you feel like comes from external circumstances?
I feel like we can all play a part in our own downfall. Yes, personally, because of the decisions that we make, the people that we hang around. You always have to ask yourself with every decision that you make, will this meet my needs over time? If it doesn't meet your needs over time, then yes, it can lead to your downfall. So,
to actually piggyback off of what Xavier's saying, I think that, people can play a part in their downfall. I mean, for me, example, I used to have parents, friends, to always tell me like, hey, what you doing is wrong, man. And, me by being stubborn, just that airhead dude, I was being hard-headed, and, it actually caught up with me, later down in life. And the decisions that I made, the friends that I hung around with, they all played a part, but it was solely me making those decisions. And, hey, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown, I make my own money. So this guilty pleasure that I'm doing, who gonna tell me not to? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I feel like people can play a part in their own downfall, and it sucks because a hard head makes a soft ass. But that brings us to the next question. What is your mind state when you're in, your hardship, your time of rock bottom? What kind of mind you should have when you're in that state?
Well, through my period in incarceration, my mindset was, I had a negative mindset at first, because there was a lot of things that I was battling with at the time. When my little girl come and visit me, one time her tooth is missing. Then the next time, her tooth is full grown. My mother, every visit, it's a new wrinkle on her face, So the mindset that I had to have was that I had to come to grips with myself. I only have 10 years.
Right.
So this is not a life sentence. The decisions that we make is not life sentences. So you have to think about it as a chapter. It's not a book that's written. So you have to think about the solution to your problem, not the problem within itself. So, you know, I always kept a winning attitude. Every day I wake up, you know, it's gonna be better. You know, it's, you know, this is not forever. You know what I'm saying? So I had to even change the routine of how I go through things. You know, I had to wake up and I had to distance myself around negative people that wake up, oh, I'm tired of this, woo. You know what I'm saying? But what are you getting out of this situation that's gonna help you and better you for the future? You know, so, you know, that's pretty much.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I mean, thinking back, you know, not just from you being in like that situation, but like before then, you know, what were some of the lessons that you learned coming out of this?
Lessons that I learned to forgive myself. That's the first thing, because throughout all that whole time, even when I got out, you know, I'm looking at my little girl and seeing how advanced that she was, because, you know, an hour visit isn't enough time to get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? So even connecting with my mother and her mindset, you know, I had to learn to forgive myself. I had to learn to let my past go. I had to learn, after God forgave me, I needed to forgive myself, and that's the only way that you're gonna be able to move forward. You know, so, and things that I learned, I picked up a lot of things in there. That's when I started getting into commercial driving. You know, that was the only book that I have received my time being incarcerated. And I studied that book, and I took a lot of self-help classes, cognitive intervention. You know, I took peer education. Yeah, it's a lot of things that I've learned, and that's most of them that benefited me.
I think, you know, from looking back from my mistakes and my trials and tribulations, I think I've learned that being positive in a negative situation is very vital, because like, man, your mind can eat you up inside. I mean,
seriously.
I was on the news, and I'm not gonna disclose what happened, but you have to understand, to see something like that, and you're sitting in your home, it's what that does to your mind it's like, it's mind-boggling, because I'm actually at home looking at myself, and it's an unbelievable feeling to have to go through something. I mean, of course I didn't actually, you know, go to that place that you was at, but I was damn near there, you know. So I feel like I learned that being, you know, under God's grace and under God's mercy is very vital, and it's very important, because a lot of people don't have it.
Exactly.
True, that's the truth. Well, I mean, y'all both touched on it, because, you know, when you at a place like that, the only thing that will get you out is a positive mindset. You know, because if not, then that's just kind of a place that you end up staying. And sometimes, you know, like one of the biggest things King K always talks about is testimony. So when you at a place like that, and you grow and you change, and you make it out of a place like that, is for that testimony, is to come out of it and to let other people know that it's gonna be okay. So it's just as important getting out of there as it is to be there in the first place, because had you not gone to that place, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. And it makes a lot of sense that that pressure makes diamonds, because, you know, you're not gonna become that thing that you need to be without going through something that changes you into that. So
and that's good that you said that. I want to touch on what you said about a positive mindset. And it's crazy, because when I got out, I had 2 felonies on my background. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a car, I had no source of income. But you have to have a positive mindset. I had a cousin that reached out to me every day. Her name is Ashley, and she always hit me up. What are you doing? Make today count. You know what I'm saying? She put me on this guy named Eric Thomas, And like he the number one motivational speaker in the country. And like I listen to him every morning that I wake up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that dog, you gotta have that drive, you know what I'm saying? So I had everything going against me, but at the same time I had only thing that wasn't going against me was my mindset. My mindset was something's gonna happen. I looked in that mirror every day, something is gonna happen, something gonna shake. I'm gonna make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I catch 2-3 buses to temp services, going to go fill out applications, you know, and I had jobs turn me down and everything because of my background. And I still kept that mindset like, man, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm really glad that you said that.
With that being said, Xavier, do you have any positive words for, you know, anybody, our viewers, our followers, also your followers, that you want to give some encouraging words to?
Yes. It doesn't matter what you're going through. No matter what test, what trial that come and face, you are greater than it. I just recently lost my mother to COVID in January. And in this process, I was in school for my commercial license. And I had, unknowingly to others, I didn't know if I was gonna pass or not. I didn't know if I was gonna finish because I got into a slump, got into worrying, you know, and I thought like, she was just healed, she was just well 2 weeks ago, and then it happened so fast. And that's like one of the darkest times of my life. And I just had to keep in my mind to keep going. You know, this is what this person want me to do. You have to find that drive. You have to find that motivation. You have to turn your pain and the things that you're battling with, you have to use that as your motivation. You have to use that as the fire, as your passion to keep you and to excel you to the next level. So whatever you're going through, it could be big, it could be small. You could be at rock bottom right now. Have the attitude to press forward. Have the attitude that this is not gonna last. This too shall pass.
Well, that about wraps up this episode. We want to thank everybody that stopped by and showed love. And we want to thank especially Xavier for coming by and sharing his perspective with us, because that's very important. That testimony is needed for each and every one of us at some point in our lives. Again, if y'all are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll have dope content just like this pulling up every week, if not the next week. So, thank y'all so much for stopping by and giving us a watch. Tune in next week or the week after. This is
Down2Talk.
I got it.